Let's see if I can record a show here. I'm at work. I'm in the break room by the 6 microwaves we got for any coworkers who are listening. But you know that noise, huh? So I'm sitting at my desk and I'm just kind of going over everything that I need to be consistent at, everything that I need to get going, everything that's going to get me to where I want to go. Because I don't like to say that I have all the time in the world, because I don't, but I definitely have the most time that I'll have now, which is what I have to work with. I have to work this level. I have to work as hard as I can with the time that I have now, because as soon as whatever you call it, as soon as I quit my job, then I'll get an extra. I mean, technically it's 40 hour on paper, but you guys know, I count every single second that is then dedicated toward the new thing as time spent doing that thing. So if I'm leaving my house at 4:30 and I don't get home till 2:45, that's 10 hours, 15 minutes. Times that by 5, that's 51 hours. So 51 hours, and some weeks it's less. So an average of 46 and 5 minutes, right? Or 46 and 15 minutes per average per week. So it doesn't matter. Times that by 4, and we are at 180. Was that what it would be? Oh, yeah, 180. That's how many hours per week, per month I would get back. So I need to get to $5,000 minimum per month, and then I can quit my job, and that would give me 180 hours per week, which is interesting. It's a cool thing to think about, because if I can make $5,000 at the time that I have available now, and then I add 180 hours on top of that, I should be able to then almost triple that shit. So that's a cool thought. But I'm sitting here, I'm just trying to figure out what I got to work on. And it's just so much, and it's going to be a lot. So I'm just going to leave it there. I'll dive into this in just a sec. I'm going to eat my grubs and then go back to working at my desk. So peace out. Yo, I'm back, leaving work now. So going off of what I was just saying, I'm just trying to figure out everything that I need to get done in a month, and then dividing that per week, per day, so that I know what I need to do every day as a minimum. And I like that, man. I like having a pool. I think I said this already, but I like having a pool of tasks that I need to get done, and being able to move and being able to check those off in any which way that I want. If I do 0 for all week, but then I double time the next 2 weeks, that's fine, because the result is the same. Obviously, there's nuance to that, but that whole structure of workflow and the forecast of what I need to get done, I just like that. So today I was trying to think of every possible thing that I would need to get done on a monthly basis to grow and develop and build a thing that I want to build. And the truth is, I'm a bitch with my time, dude. I spend it so scattered, and my priorities with how I spend the time in business and what I'm focusing on, they're probably out of line, because the things that I need to be doing are the things that suck. And so pretty much what I was just thinking was, what if I just ruthlessly committed to everything that I need to get done every day, and just became obsessive over those things, and I just became a monster, for lack of a better phrase. And then I thought, okay, well, I can do that, but what would I have to do to make that happen? And then I thought, okay, so the last few days have been so bad as far as focus and clarity of mind goes, because I haven't been sleeping more than 6 hours per night. And that's because I haven't been managing my time, because I haven't been prioritizing what needs to get done, because I am really just not disciplined in that way. And dude, it so sucks ass to say that out loud, but it's a documentation podcast, so we gotta share everything. So anyway, I thought, what would I need to make this happen? I thought, okay, I need to sleep well, and I need to sleep deep. I need to rest. I just need to rest. And in order for me to do that, I would have to be in bed no later than 8 o'clock, so that I can fall asleep and get close to 7.5 to 8 hours. Now, as far as ultradian cycles go in sleep, those are an hour and a half long. So it's best to wake up as close to one of those endings as possible. So 8 hours is actually bad. 7.5 and to 9 hours are really good, because 90 minutes times 4 is 6 hours. And you go 5, that's 7.5. You go 6, that's 9 hours. So that's that. So 7.5 seems like, for me, it's just the sweet spot. It's not like I'm Superman, but I'm well rested. I feel good. And an indicator for me that I did not sleep well, or that my sleep quality was shit, is if I get into the break room at work and I have any desire to just relax my eyes. If I have any desire or any, almost got in a fucking accident, dude. Holy shit. Fuck traffic, man. If I have any inclination to close my eyes, rest my head, or do anything other than anything, that's how I know I didn't sleep well, because there's no reason why I should be tired, right? If I slept well and I ate enough food and I'm focused and I'm awake enough and I'm driven to get my stuff done, I shouldn't be trying to fall asleep. So it's kind of how it's been all week, except today. So today was good. But it's kind of how I know personally if I slept well or not. I get into that break room and I'm like, God damn, dude, I need to sleep for an hour. So there's that. And then I thought, what else do I need to make this happen? And I thought, okay, well, I just need intense focus. I need to just go. And if the result is ass, I have to just be okay with that. I need to be okay with things not going the way I want. And I need to be okay with things looking shitty. And I need to be okay with typos and grammatical errors and the misspellings and things not being centered. Because if you add all those up, it's not even about the time, it's just about the mental energy that you expend focusing on those small details. And so that's that. And then I thought, okay, so if I'm going to make all this happen, it's not going to happen every single day if I were to not do anything at work. So I'm going to have to, and I'm sure I could, but I'd rather not. So I'm going to have to do stuff at work. So that means I get in, maybe I have to go into work early or something so I can sit there and bust these things out. Or just wake up earlier, sit at home, bust those out. It doesn't matter. Tomato. And then I would have to utilize all my breaks. I would have to utilize my lunch, and I would have to utilize all downtime to focus on my shit. And that's what I would just have to. There would be no ifs, ands, or buts. I would just have to do these things. And it doesn't matter what I work on per day, in which order. If maybe I'm feeling like messaging people, maybe I'm feeling like writing content, maybe I'm feeling like using some kind of software and making something for my clients, whatever. As long as these things get done, who gives a fuck? But then there's things that I would have to do. For example, there's a day where I would have to film and edit, or maybe that's 2 days. There would be a day where I would have to, because I canceled my Flex Pro meals, so meal prep is now back in the game, so I'm gonna have to do that again. And it doesn't matter what day of the week it's done, because it just doesn't fucking matter. So yeah, so I'm thinking about all these things and what I would have to do on a daily basis to get all these things done. Now, kind of what sparked this, was I've been posting questions in my group, and I've been trying to just ask as much as I can and get as much feedback, and really lean on everybody who's smarter than me, more knowledgeable, more further along, because they've got answers that I don't. They've got knowledge and experience that I won't have for years to come, just because of how long they've been in the game. And it's really easy to talk myself out of so much shit and tell myself that I don't like this, and that I don't want to be the guy that coaches guys. I want to be the business guy, and blah, blah, blah. And I think I've gotten so used to it sounds kind of fucked up, but I've gotten so used to the mental abuse that I literally give myself that it's like, oh, well, he's just having a bad day. It will be all right. And maybe that's good. It's kind of like I'm callousing my own mind by abusing myself and getting used to I don't know what else to call it other than mental abuse. I could beat on this all day, pun intended, but I'm just not a very nice guy to myself, dude. Just the things that I tell myself in my head and what I believe and what I think, and I'd be a very shitty friend to have if this was a real friendship. But whatever, man. So anyway, kind of cool because I do get to, I'm used to what I tell myself, and I'm used to the patterns. I know the patterns. I can recognize these things when they come. So when I'm like, oh yeah, I'm too tired to hit the gym, it's like, no, dude, you're not fucking. You don't want to not hit the gym. You would just rather work on your business. You would rather do this. You're not too tired to fucking. And so it kind of goes back and forth. That was actually a shitty example, but whatever. So these are all these things. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So in the group, the guy, I was asking for feedback, and a guy posts, because I said, hey, I've got enough time and I'm able to commit and sustain posting twice a day, because I am, and I did do it. And it's just a matter of committing the extra hours to do this, but I absolutely can. And I posted in the group and I said, hey, I can commit to 2 posts a day. However, I'm so early on, I'm looking for feedback from people who have greater perspective and a bird's eye view of the playing field. Should I be spending my time making 2 times of content, or should I be using that time that would be spent doing that on other things that are more important, especially given my current position? And then I gave some context. I was like, hey, this is what I do. I work 50-hour work weeks. I'm working on this client, this avatar. I need to do blah, blah, blah. My goal is this, blah, blah, blah. And he commented on that post, and he said, stop. Dude, I love feedback. I love direct feedback. And if you guys go back 20, 30, 40, 50 episodes, what I'm talking about, I wish I had somebody in my life that would just drop the band hammer on me instead of coddling me and it being, oh, that's okay, bro. I love you anyway. I love that, dude, but I need some real feedback, some real someone being like, hey, dude, you fucking suck, and this sucks, and this is ass, and you need to do better, and here's what you can do. I just don't have that, and I would like that. And so this guy kind of gave me that, and I'm very excited about it. So he says, you need to stop posting twice a day. What the hell is this? I watched this yesterday. It was super helpful. Okay. Sorry, I was just reading something. So he says, you need to stop posting. Let's just pull it up. Why don't we do that? I'm not driving. So, yeah, but just stopped recording again. All I'm trying to say is that it's very frustrating that it stops recording when I do anything. Dude, fucking angry. But anyway, he posted in the group, I guess because you guys didn't hear this because it cut off. Posted in the group, and I would read it, but let's see if I can do this. Nope. He says, stop posting twice a day. I'm willing to bet $1 million you're being inconsistent with all the other non-negotiables because you're filming and editing all day. Just 1 post per day. Start with time management there. So that's what he said. And I was like, well, I'm gonna... So that's the kind of feedback I'm after, though, because he was like, hey, stop doing this. I bet you're not doing this. Start there, kind of thing. I like that, dude. That's the kind of feedback that I want. He called me out on my bullshit, and I can't remember if this cut out or not. I don't know if I said it, but it cut out for sure. But there's a lot of, I do possess some arrogance and some ego and stuff like that, because I'm walking a path that I don't know anybody around me in real life that is also walking. That was a fucked up sentence. Nobody around me that I know of is walking the same path that I am. So naturally, I feel kind of king shit. There's some ego, there's some arrogance, because I'm walking a path that nobody in my life, presently, in real life, dares to walk, or even wants to, or even has the desire. Or maybe they do, but they just not their goal. They'd rather be a family man, they'd rather work this and do that. Then there's nothing wrong with that. But naturally, I feel pretty damn good about where I'm at and my abilities and confidence. Because if everybody could do it, then everybody would do it. And if everybody would be doing it, then it would naturally decrease the value and the likelihood and the desire to do it myself, you know? So, I'm trying to think of what else I said that cut off. But, yeah, anyway. So that kind of makes me want to lean into that. He said to stop posting twice a day because I'm spending all my time filming and editing. When in reality, it's only filming an extra 3 to 4 reels per week, because if I alternated a reel with another post every other day, then some weeks would have 4, other weeks would have 3. And so the connection, the social proof, and the value posts, those are, for me, right now, those are easier for me to write and come up with because it's just text-based. It's just, stuff I actually love to do. So we bust out Photoshop, we make some graphics, we do all that stuff. Love that stuff. Same with the value posts, doing kind of slide posts or carousel posts, doing things like that. And then writing is time consuming, but I enjoy doing it. I really enjoy doing it, actually. Maybe I should write something. And then doing stuff like that. It's easier to post a photo and write a caption than it is to craft a reel, script line for line, get the angles, get the color grading, get the cap. It's just so much more time consuming and requires so much more effort. So that's context. See, I think I just play mental chess all the fucking time, dude. Because I'm like, oh, he said that because he lacks context. He doesn't know where my pawns are. So based on the information he had given by me, he gave me the best piece of advice or answer that he could, again, based off of the information that he had. So information that he did not have was the fact that posting twice a day is simple for me. It's very easy for me to do. As far as the videos go, since it's alternating, and like I just said, 4 1 week, 3 the next. So I would only have to make 3 to 4 additional reels per week to make this happen. Now, that right there that's pretty much the question. Should I make 3 to 4 reels more per month or per week? And I guarantee you more people would have been like, yes, you should if you can. And I absolutely can. I just have to write a couple more scripts, and I have to dedicate maybe an hour or 2 or 3 more per week to make this happen. Now, looking at a blank ass calendar, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to make this happen. There's no reason, you know? So, anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. Now, I'm at the gym. I'm going to put on some training. I'm going to listen to his training, try to take some notes in the gym. Sounds crazy, but I just have such limited time while also having so much time that I want to absolutely use and abuse every second that I have. I'm really trying to get in that mentality that I can't waste any time. It's so hard because it's so easy to just sit there and be on your phone and start scrolling. It's so easy to do that. And then, I try to remind myself that's why everyone is the way that everyone is. That's why people are fat. That's why people don't have Lamborghinis. That's why people aren't super successful in their fields. Because instead of taking all the extra seconds that they have to work on themselves and build something great, they take that time and they use it on Instagram and they just scroll. So with that being said, I'm going to say that I'm going to be back later to talk about some more shit. But if I'm not, then that's the show. It's also December 13th, Friday the 13th, 2024, 1:40 p.m. And that's it. So if I'm back later, then I'm back later. If not, then that's the show. So appreciate you listening. May or may not be back. Peace out.